Today's guest is Morgan, the head of machine learning and product at Armoire. Armoire is a clothing rental company that uses AI to help women discover stylish outfits without buying a whole new wardrobe. In this interview, Morgan explains how AI can actually develop a sense of style.
So what we did here was use
I'd be super curious, how do you train a model to have taste?
Yeah, well, this one is interesting. And I think I'm a big proponent of these kinds of AI machine learning tools working together with humans. That sounds so weird to say, but with the people who are the subject matter experts. That I think is probably coming up as a theme here, but I think that level of expertise in different areas is so crucial right now. And these tools are really helping that expertise come to life. And so I think the way you see that in this feature is that we actually have our stylists and buying team. We have a couple people who have been chosen and are making these amazing core outfits. The problem is that because we're, a rental company, we don't always have huge depth in some of these pieces. Stylists put together this great outfit of, 3 or 4 pieces, but one of them or 2 of them are sold out in my size. And so the styling and buying team, they don't have time to be creating hundreds of outfits every week just to make sure that everyone has something they can search. So what we did here was use a similarity model, which comes in and says, okay, the stylist created this excellent outfit that they really think is going to be driving trends. Can we now find great alternatives in our catalog for all of these pieces so that if 1 or 2 of them are not in your size, or you just don't love one of them because it doesn't fit you the right way, or you don't like wearing halter tops, or what have you, you have kind of all of these options. Now we unlock the ability for the stylist can add, 3, 4 every week, which is kind of what they were doing anyway in the newsletter. And still there's alternatives for everyone to be able to rent.
I have no fashion sense. So what I think looks good on Instagram, when I try it at these department stores, it looks horrible on me. But that's what I gravitate towards, versus if I had a stylist, I wouldn't know what to tell them, hey, this is my style, because I don't have it. If you have such a range of potential use cases, how are you going about figuring out your hero use case and then also the success criteria for that?
Yeah, definitely. Amazing questions. I think it is okay to say, hey, we know we're going to have some amount of breadth of our customers, but at any given point with any given feature, I think you can fall into this trap of, we have to build this feature immediately for everyone. And then in some ways that can easily degrade the experience for everyone. I am trying to do here is say, hey, who is our core customer for sure, where Armoire is really filling a need for them? Are we filling that need? And then yes, if we need to expand after that, once we're filling the core needs of that one persona, then we can do that for sure. I do think we are lucky where a lot of this does overlap. So for example, I keep harping on search because I think that is a huge one. We have people who, now that search can be this more broad conversational piece, you don't have to come in and say, hey, I know I need an Altazura top in this color. You can come in and say, I have this event coming up. Can you help me find an outfit for it? And so it can kind of be this more broadly serving feature where you are really serving not only different customers, one who knows exactly what they want and one who doesn't, but also the same customer who sometimes comes in and is like, hey, I saw this top, I know I love it. I don't really know what else to put together though, so I need your help for the rest of it. And so I think that actually is our core customer, is kind of someone who falls a little bit in the middle of these use cases. And so I think what we need to do and what we have been doing is really focusing in on what features is that person using and how do we define each of those use cases out, figure out which one to focus on first, get that right, and then